Did you know that 76% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck? If you're in your 20s, this is the decade where your financial habits can make or break your future. But don't worry. Today, I'll show you the biggest money mistakes to avoid so you can dodge the traps that hold most people back. Stick around, because what you'll learn here could save you years of stress and regret. Budgeting sounds boring, right? Like, who wants to sit down and categorize every dollar they spend? But here's the thing. Not having a budget is like driving a car with no GPS. You might get somewhere, but it probably won't be where you want to go. Take 5 minutes right now to map out your monthly income and expenses. Even just knowing where your money goes can be a game changer. The trick? Don't think of a budget as restrictive. Think of it as a plan to buy back your freedom. Ever looked at your bank account and thought, who's stealing my money? Turns out it's Starbucks and Uber Eats. Let's fix that. Credit cards can be your best friend, or your worst enemy. The average credit card debt for Americans in their 20s is over $3,000. That's like carrying around a financial ball and chain. It's okay to use credit cards, but here's the rule. Never charge more than you can pay off in full each month. Use them to build credit, not bury yourself in it. Oh, and those reward points? They're not worth 20% interest rates. But there's one thing even more dangerous than credit card debt, and odds are, you've already fallen for it. Let's talk about that next. Got your first big paycheck? It's tempting to celebrate with a new car, a luxury apartment, or maybe upgrading your phone to the latest model. But here's the catch. Lifestyle inflation will keep you broke no matter how much you earn. Instead, follow the 50-30-20 rule. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and investments. When you level up your income, level up your savings first, not your spending. Remember, the rich stay rich by acting broke, and the broke stay broke by acting rich. So, which team are you on? Here's the ultimate truth. Time is your biggest financial ally in your 20s. The sooner you start investing, the more your money will grow thanks to compound interest. Let's do some quick math. If you invest $200 a month starting at age 25, by the time you're 65, you'll have over $500,000, assuming an 8% return. Wait until you're 35 to start? You'll end up with only half as much. But there's one investment mistake that could wipe out all your progress. I'll reveal it in a moment. Let's face it, emergencies don't knock before showing up. A medical bill, car repair, or sudden job loss can derail your finances overnight. If you don't have at least 3 to 6 months worth of expenses saved, you're walking a financial tightrope with no safety net. Start small. Even $1,000 in an emergency fund can protect you from falling into debt. It's like insurance for your wallet. Imagine this. Your car breaks down, and instead of panicking, you calmly swipe your emergency fund card. Feels good, right? We're in the age of Instagram, where everyone seems to have designer clothes, flashy cars, and luxury vacations. But here's the reality. Most of that is funded by debt, not wealth. Don't fall into the trap of trying to keep up with people who aren't even keeping up with themselves. Instead, focus on building assets, things that put money in your pocket. Because real wealth isn't flashy, it's silent. And it's better to be rich than to look rich. Now, what if I told you there's one money mistake that's even more costly than any of these? Stay with me for the final tip. The biggest mistake of all is not learning about money. Most schools don't teach personal finance, so it's up to you to educate yourself. Books, podcasts, YouTube channels, like this one, are all at your fingertips. Knowledge is the key to making smarter financial decisions. Here's the deal. The more you know about money, the more money you'll have. Period. Make it a habit to learn something new about personal finance every week. Your future self will thank you. Avoiding these mistakes will set you up for financial success. But if you're wondering, how do I build habits that make me rich over time? I've got you covered. Check out my video, 10 Daily Habits That Will Make You Rich, linked on the screen. Click it now, and I'll see you there.